Alrighty. So, welcome to tonight's team call, November 16th, and we are going to talk all things Control Freak. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let's see, where are my notes? I'm really excited because, I mean, come on. You know, you guys, I didn't do 80 day like I did, but I gave up because it just wasn't, I couldn't 60 days into it, but all of you rocked 80 day, and I just feel like this is going to be the next best thing. Okay, so a couple things you need to know before we get into the slides is that now all of the Transform 20 challenge packs and completions have UPF and 2B in them. Kind of a good thing to know because the steps that are in the Transform 20 challenge pack, if anybody wants a step for 9 week, they won't be included in those packs because they haven't produced enough steps for like the future. They only produced what they thought they needed and were using the leftovers. Obviously they anticipate too that like most people have the step, whether they got it when Transform 20 came out with the pack or when a lot of people were getting them, you know, other places. But there are steps available. They just won't be available in the packs. I'll get to that in a sec though. So, okay. Also, I guess they announced today that salted caramel for a limited time is like left. There's boxes of that. I don't know. They said it could be gone any second, but that's out. In the Beachbody Champs page, if you guys have, I know a lot of things are changing with like the algorithms on Facebook. So there's been a lot of good trainings in the Champs page. You don't have to watch them. You can just listen to them, but they've been all about like nutrition. They had the head scientist that does all of the stuff with Shakeology on last week. That was like really good. And then this week they're having Isabel Deichler. So obviously, you know, Carl's wife, who created, one of the co-creators of Shakeology. So that'll be this week, the 19th, 12 p. 3 Eastern, but obviously it'll be recorded on there. 30-day breakaway. If you are doing the virtual 5K with like Beachbody, 11/21 to 11/29, 30-day breakaway 5k.com is how you sign up. You'll be able to print off a race bib, which is, I think, pretty cool. And then if you submit your results, you get the 5k medal. Oh, whoops, this waiting room kills me. Okay, and then let's see. I guess that's it for like kind of what you needs to know there. And we'll just like hop into 9 week. Excited. So, all right. Just want to like preface everything we're going to talk about with that. Well, I'm really excited you guys are on the call, for those of you that could make it live, because honestly, it tells me that you have a vested interest in this program and this launch and like helping your business with it and yourselves. So launches, like, yes, now we have a lot of them, it seems like, between fitness programs and products and all of that. I know it seems like a lot, but like about 2 years plus ago, it was like slim pickings, guys. It was like maybe one program like every 6 months or maybe once a year. And, you know, people were getting like tired and stagnant, and, you know, your business, like, even though you could obviously keep doing all the things on BOD, or at that point, like, you know, we had DVDs, it just wasn't like producing, like there's more of an opportunity now to produce more volume. So if you're an Emerald coach or higher, when launch day happens on the 7th, I want you to check your volume legs on the 6th. And if you are, you know, then on the 7th, obviously that week, look and see how your volume changes. Some of you guys are going to have a higher side and a lower side, so that you might not cycle out as much, but that high side is going to hold and stack, and you get that. You get to keep that as long as you remain an active coach. If your account even goes inactive for 1 week because of like an order messed up, you lose that banked volume. And I mean, like it's disgusting how much banked volume I have on both outside legs because I need inside worker bees. So do not ever let your account go inactive once you're Emerald and you're banking volume, because the launches create so much volume for you guys, and you will eventually cycle out more and more. Also, if you think about, like, if you feel like you don't have confidence to launch something, think about it this way. You don't necessarily need confidence to launch something or to be a great coach or to rock a challenge group or your own program. What you need first that will give you confidence, oh, I just gave it away, is competence. So that's knowing exactly what we have to offer. It's knowing the program you're doing, diving into the videos, rewatching Tubi or UPF if you have to, plugging into some of the videos about Shakeology, getting, competent in what tools that we have, because the more competent you are in sharing like the actual facts and, important things about the stuff, you're gonna feel more confident in talking to people and in sharing, publicly about those things. So if you're feeling like you're not confident in that, take my confidence, put it into yourself, but go educate yourself on all the things. And then you can give me my confidence back and you have yours. Okay, let's pull up the slides. Let's see. Okay, share my screen. If anybody happens to pop in and you see the waiting room, let me know. Okay, so is this kind of in the middle? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna just go down the pike. Okay, there's a lot on this. We're gonna skip it because it kind of all goes into the next like slides. Okay, so a lot of people, and you might be thinking yourself, like, with all of the fulfillment issues and stuff at the warehouse, what should we do with this? So Carl and Michael and whoever this guy is the president of like distribution, they all did a live last week, and they told us that the distribution center that they use, unfortunately, once everything got caught back up with COVID and they were like in the clear again, the next day on the 15th of October, all the way to the 31st, their entire IT network went down in the center. And everything, they just could not do a thing. Now, I know some people are like, well, that doesn't really make sense. But actually, my stepdad works in IT at a hospital in Pennsylvania, and he does it for like, there's branches all over the country for it. And their IT network was hacked back in September, and it was a like legit nightmare. He practically had to live at work. So I do fully believe this. And they are now, as of November 1st, clearing out all the back orders. And I mean, I've gotten like 3 emails already in the last like 2 or 3 days that like things are now shipped, like out to go. So please just be patient, encourage your people to be patient. But the point of this is they have like made an extensive plan to have enough product. So unlike MBF, they do not plan to run out of ropes. I think they said, I forget, I have the number written down somewhere, but they literally have like 800, oh yeah, here we go. So for the first 4 weeks of sales of MBF, they are now 700% over in like stock of like products. So like 800% over in performance line. So they don't anticipate like we're going to run out or be short. So that's that. Let's see. There's not going to be a sample workout, and that is because of the equipment. So you have the track system for your door with the resistance band, the core ball, and then the step. And Autumn, you know, she did have the 2 videos in BOD, the one for Super Weekend and then the one that was there from Summit. The Summit one's still there where she did use the equipment, but I think it's after the paywall. So unless your people can't really do it if they don't have BOD yet. However, like otherwise, there's really no way to sample the program properly. So they decided not to do a sample workout, and they're doing this thing called a first look. It actually sounds like it might be pretty cool. It's with Autumn, and if you saw the Super Weekend video, there was like a 6 or 7 minute segment of her and Carl like talking about the entire thing, like start to finish, nutrition, wellness, all of it. I think it's going to be something like that, which would be really kind of nice actually to send to our people. Rather than them just doing a workout, they could see everything full circle from Autumn straight away. So that'll be out November 30th. We don't really do mega packs. Okay. The coach launched the 7th and customer launch the 21st. We all know those, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so if your people whoever gets challenge packs this month, they're getting a 30% off promo code for the accessory bundle. Don't even write down digital streaming. We're not doing that. They're literally not putting it out. We're not doing it because everybody needs the control track and ball. So they are not doing digital streaming, which I think is a very good thing for all of us coaches, because I know we have people in our groups who are like wanting to do the new programs and be in our groups with us, like our first test groups. And then they're like, oh, I'm going to get the digital access. And I'm like, well, you didn't get the book, you didn't get the step, you didn't get the resistance band, you know, all the things. So I think this is actually a really good thing. So anybody from obviously November 1st all the way until December 3rd. So now listen, if somebody purchases a challenge pack the 4th to the 6th, they're not going to get this promo code. So just kind of set them up for the 6th or the 7th at that point. Okay, the equipment, the control track, the core ball, your dumbbells, and your step. Okay, so the step's not going to be included, but it's going to have a special offer code. So for any bundle pack, when the packs go live, they're going to give you 15% off the step and free shipping. So that's kind of nice for, you know, however many are left. Obviously, 2B and UPF are going to be a key component in that. And even though it says UPF is recommended, but 2B Mindset is an alternative, Autumn actually really talked about how in this program, she wants you to do you. Like that's been a whole thing. Like, which one should I do? Should I do time? Should I do, you know, regular portion fix? She said, I don't care. I don't want you to just do mine if 2B Mindset is what works for you. So make sure your people, what I've been having my people do when I get them their challenge packs and set up in our group, I'm having them watch both intro videos in BOD to the UPF and 2B and telling me from there which one they want to go to. 99% of them are saying 2B Mindset, which is fine. I think it's way more helpful for the people who are just getting into things rather than like all of us who have been around. Okay. All right, let's see. So here's your stuff. So it's 9 weeks, 45 workouts in total, like totally different. There is going to be, so this is good, modifier split screen option with this. So Cat, you can hit the button at the bottom of your thing and Cat will be there the entire time next to the other side, which all the normal, you know, the normal screen you would see. 5 days a week, 3 phases, kind of like 80-day, there were phases, and there are only 30 minutes or less, literally nothing over 30 minutes. And she has a huge emphasis on sleep and rest. So there is your equipment. The track has 2 bands with it. Wait, why am I going backwards? Whoops, sorry. Okay. These are the workout details. So when you're talking about it, when you're thinking, there's a total body day, Tabata cardio, and then this is for the week, sorry. And then 3 days of what she calls this DCT training, and then 2 rest days. There's also going to be controlled stretches. So these are meant to be done like at night, 5 to 10 minutes long. But obviously you can add them on to any days if you wanted to do them, but they're like supposed to be like um, very mellow. So like get yourself ready for bed. And then there's going to be the Tabata bonus workouts. So you can add them to anything, kind of like, bar has like the enhancements and things like that. Okay, so then there's also going to be Autumn's 10-minute bonus workouts in addition to the Tabata. And then remote control workouts. So kind of like the MBF on the go. These will be so you don't have to have like the step or dumbbells or anything if you're traveling, if we ever get to do that again. Okay, so this is everything that's in there. We kind of know all of that. We get all those things plus so this is new, the brag board and the daily control tracking sheet. So those you have to download, but the brag board is pretty cool. It's like what we got for Transform 20, where, why isn't this working? Where you, oh, here we go. Got that like board that you could write on with the dry erase marker, all your transformers. So it's pretty big, wall mount dry erase, and it's, I guess, double-sided, but I don't think we need to worry about that. We all speak English. But basically, you're going to track all your stuff here, just like you did in Transform 20. So I think that's pretty cool. These are the tracking sheets.
Megan?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That comes with the challenge packs, the brag board?
Okay. Yeah, so sorry. All of the packages, the accessories, the completion packs, the challenge pack will have all of this. So I don't know if you did you hear me say there's no digital streaming?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, everything is going to come with equipment, top to bottom, and this brag board, and all of that. The only thing
I like
is
that
different
brag board.
Is your supplements. What's that?
I like it. It's
colorful. Oh yeah, I know. I do
and
too.
fun, and
I know it does look fun, right?
Yeah.
I know. I love the colors of this one. I need to get down with the graffiti, but
get some tie-dyes in there.
Right. So these are the tracking sheets, kind of like for 80 day, we had to print them out. Same for MBF, all of that. I feel like this looks really confusing, but I'm sure we'll get it down. Okay, so a whole approach to health and well-being, the workouts, the nutrition, and the proactive approach to rest, the totally different kind of equipment that we've never used before that is actually pretty cheap in our packages. Because I think I guess people were already going on to like Amazon and things to try to like get their equipment. It's not the same door track system, and it's more expensive. Autumn advised, and like that's why they took away. They had the digital streaming up, but a bunch of us asked them to take it down. That's why they took it down, because if you don't have the right equipment, she just doesn't feel like you're not going to get the results that she could possibly guarantee you. Okay, the DCT training, controlled stretches. Okay, and then those controlled stretches, they're gonna end up being on that rest and recovery tab, the one we see at the top of our bod. So like in a different area too. Why does that happen? Okay, promotions. All the packs, $20 off as normal. Challenge packs, completion packs. 30% off the accessory bundle for anyone who purchases from now till December 3rd. And then if you submit your 9-week results by May 1st, so we have time, you get that shirt. That's the shirt they'll send you, which I really like. I think that's cool. Why does this happen? Okay. I'm not sure if this is anything for you, if pertains to your guys and your coaches, but if they have enrolled in 2020 and have not earned an Success Club point, just one, if they earn 1 point in November and you make them like a co-admin of your bod group, even if you're just using it as like a landing spot, then they're going to get 30% off the accessory bundle. And then apparel, they have this whole thing where there's apparel for the thing and you can get 20% off the apparel and free shipping when you add it on to your 9-week purchases. So there's some of the apparel that's out there, which I really like the trucker hat, but I don't think I'd wear it anywhere. Maybe the sweatshirt though. Oh, and her shirt says, I forget what the back says, they said it, but so the front says, if you're not begging for rest. I think they said what the front was, and or the other side, and I forget. Okay, here we go. Don't freak out. This is fine. The prices are not going to be 160. I feel like you guys probably already anticipated that because of the different equipment. Oh, and here's the thing. They're going to be used in future programs. So I would put a major emphasis on that. It's not like a one and done type thing, which is like, I kind of think a cool thing that they're incorporating the step. Okay, so this is just an example of like a different kind of track system. And they're just saying like how this track is easily movable. And for only $100, if you just get accessories, you're getting the track, the ball, and the early access. Okay, 2 ways to install it. So a door is like the preferred way, but if you don't have a doorway, you can wall mount it. It's very simple. You just have to go and get like the, like they're like those things that they're like the metal screws that have like that hook at the top. You screw one into the top, one into the bottom of a stud, and then parts of the control track loop in there and hold on. But there's a whole video on that, so you don't have to worry about that yet. Okay, we're taking that away. Here's your accessory bundle. So it's $100. So people who have BOD, this is their base, what they would get. So obviously the whole workout kit and caboodle, the control track, the core ball, the brag board, and the get started guide. So for us coaches, $75. And then you can see the volume you'd get, and then your commission is the $24.99 on that. Okay, completion packs and challenge packs. So you guys know if you have BOD, completion pack because they can get their supplements, and then challenge pack if they have nothing. I will say this, if you have somebody who is on, I think you guys know this, but if you have somebody that is on a reoccurring order every month of Shakeology or Performance, have them cancel that order and get them a completion pack. It's cheaper. So if they're getting their, so let's say they're not even a coach. Let's just say they're a customer and they're paying $129 a month for their Shakeology, or what is it, $100 for the Performance. If they get the completion pack, they're getting everything for $170. So basically, what is that? I don't know, quick math, $40 to like $70 for just their supplements, which is a pretty good savings. So that's that. Challenge pack, $199. So this is the promo price. Okay, so way in the future, it'll go up to $219. $66 in commission or $55 in commission for those packs, which I think is pretty good. Let's see. And also you can encourage any of your discount coaches or any coaches, we can all do it, like I said, to also do the completioner challenge and look at the PV it gives your coaches. So that's a great thing if they need to get active. Okay, the deluxe, when they get both their Shako and Performance, all the same things, $259 for the challenge pack, and then $229 for the completion. So even if they don't have, oh, and then there's the Canadian prices there too. Sorry, Miranda, I didn't say those for you. But even if they are, there you go, $235 and $306. Okay. I know, I understand, like, maybe I don't even need to preface this. Maybe you guys are cool with it, but I was at first like, ooh, a little bit of sticker shock. But like, as always, we have to consider everything that are in these packages. Even if they're just getting, if somebody has BOD and they're just getting the accessories bundle, like that in and of itself, $100 for that equipment to come right to your door and the early access to the workouts, like that's pretty awesome. And then, I mean, everything else you see here, you guys know, BOD is 99. 2B and Ultimate Portion Fix, they're $120 each if they're not getting it in the challenge pack now. Performance, you know, what is that? 109, Shake 130, and then all the accessories. So it really is, and the 2B tracker, like it really is a huge deal. I know, so I have some people who are like, I don't need containers, but like, I know, I don't need them either. I use them all for Bryce's lunches stuff now, but they just come with it. So it is what it is. And I just usually tell people, like, use them for something else. Give them to your toddler to play with, like stack blocks, whatever. But it is what it is. Same thing with the shaker bottle. You don't need another shaker bottle? Send them a decal. Just, they'll love the shaker bottle. Okay, France. Pre-order. So this is in the back office under Grow My Business. And when you click on the 9-week Control Freak tile. So I do think for this launch, you should go print this out. It is extremely helpful. When I was launching Transform 20, and I was obviously promoting it well ahead of the actual launch, this was so key for me to be able to track people. Like I already have 2 people now who didn't want to buy this month and they said, put them down for next month for XYZ. So like, I just know that that's on there and I'm not going to lose track of it. Um, I would, I would be mindful to when you figure out what pack they're getting, to write in the flavors, get them right away. So that way, when the share carts become available, you can fill the whole thing out and you don't have to go back and ask them any questions. That being said, they will be available around, I think it's in the next, another slide here, on the 6th, not the 7th. Okay, so there's also in the back office your product training guide. So whatever questions you have or people have, this is where you're going to get all those answers. The 17th, so tomorrow, in the champions page, there'll be a training. I would be in tune to the 24th when Autumn goes on the champions page. And then the 7th, she'll be on the wake up call. That's already in there. I just talked about that. Okay, this is kind of cool too. I printed it out so I could read it better, but this is like how to launch this thing. So what are you going to do, right? You're like, okay, I have all this info, but this is in the back office too, under the same Grow My Business, under the 9-week. Get trained and know the dates. So that's like your first step here, guys. Like what I said in the beginning, competence will give you confidence. Okay. Know what we're doing here. Plan your launch groups. So when are, like, set up your BOD group already. When is the start date? Start teasing everything you can. Like I am going to be sharing, I think tomorrow, like the Vimeo preview of the thing on my Facebook. And then I have it screen recorded and I'm going to share some on my stories, not the whole like 6-minute thing. Then when are you going to start inviting to it? So kind of plan backwards. So same thing with your coaches or your customers, sorry. And then there's like an invite calendar. It gives you all these ideas here. So this is like, if I were to tell you guys like the things like start here, do this the week before, like I've done on some other calls, this is that, all of that. What I'll say is that, let's see, let me go to the next. Okay, we'll leave it here for a sec. Let's stop share real quick. Okay, so that being said, the 7th, the program comes out for coaches or anybody who wants to sign up as a coach. The 21st is when it comes out for customers. I would really caution you. So I obviously am going to have a group. I am happy to have any coaches in it that want to like do the group together. I think it's more fun when all of us come together because coaches like are more hype, obviously, and it gives the rest of the people we're bringing in hype and more excitement. So I plan on starting my group for this for coaches and customers January 4th. Okay. January 4th, we're going to start figuring out if everybody has their equipment. Here's the thing. If everybody has their equipment by January 4th, which the only thing I'm hesitant on is the customer launch, then we'll start January 4th. However, if we don't all have it, we will start January 4th with like a prep nutrition week and a prep week from autumn, like different workouts. I just don't think it's like super smart to start the program on the 7th. Well, you can't. You're not going to have the equipment. So you can't start it on the 7th, even to try to get ahead and show like results or like tease things at home. And then, I just don't really know. I can't guarantee when we're going to get the equipment. And I know a couple of the coaches in Canada, Miranda, the bigger coaches, they had really been emphasizing to the corporate team and stuff about shipping and stuff. I guess there's been a lot of delays at the border, and they were getting it all worked out, and they've got like such reassurance that it's not going to be like, like it's going to be reasonable. It's not going to be crazy. So like I said, January 4th is kind of my game plan. When I'm going to start my group, I am going to run it on BOD. I am going to have a Facebook Messenger thread for all the people. And I'm going to pair people in duos. So I'm doing that now. I just started it. We just started today. But I've already had more people post in our BOD group, and more people like drink their Energize and actually drink their Shakeology and take pictures of their sweaty selfie than like ever before in just like the weekend and today. So I think this is like going to be something that I'm obviously going to do then. So I would just think of maybe something like that, things you can do outside the box rather than just a group and a pinned post in the morning and then like check-ins. I think it's going to keep people more in tune and like get to know each other. And I actually think better for finding like, who are those people that could be potential coaches that are going to be hyping others and encouraging others and doing all the things we do. I mean, that's where we find our best coaches, right? In our groups. So just wanted to say that. Let me go back real quick. Okay. See if there's anything else in here that we needed to talk about. This I think is going to be in the office too, the back office. So like a comparison sheet here. And then there's before and afters in the back as well, that you can use for, these are just like for this training, but there's ones in there that are going to start rolling in that you can use for your social media. Another one. So there's 7 weeks, it says. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, we did all that. Okay, when is it coming out? They're gonna have everything ready to go 8 p.m. Pacific. So Tanya, you're in luck. The rest of us, well, most of us are going to be like I was, Transform 20 night. Well, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll just wait till the morning. But Transform 20 night, I literally set my alarm for 2 a.m. and I was like, all the share carts. Like, I don't know. It was just, everybody was hyped. Like, we just started. I got it going. So there's that. Then they're gonna have they're gonna slow release some of the other things like they have for the past programs. So new week of workouts will always go up the Monday prior. So obviously they're not going to throw the whole 9 weeks out there right away. The 11th, that's when the travel workouts will go up. And then you can see there on those dates, Tabata workouts will come rolled out. And then the all phase 1 and controlled stretches will already be available by customer launch. Did that. Okay, that's it. All right, so I'm really excited. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, so I did get to ask Autumn a question, this like group, and I got to ask it, which not live, but like I got to type and she typed back. Um, I asked if this was a program that pregnant women could do. Because I know a lot of people, when we went into 80-day obsession, she advised no way, like don't want pregnant women to do it no matter like what. She didn't think it was good because of all the um, stability moves and like balance and all the core. So she said she also advises this would not be a program to do if you're pregnant. However, check with your doctor. And if you're already physically fit and active, then, if they give you the go ahead, go for it. I know there was like one person, I think in the test group who was doing, I think she was involved in the videos as well. And she's like a personal trainer. She's also pregnant. And a midwife. Yeah, all the things. And she was like, I did it. I'm pregnant, but like I feel like, I'm the midwife, I'm a trainer. I like know all my bases, right? What I can handle and what I cannot. So I would just really like keep that in mind for anybody who tells you they're pregnant or you obviously know. um yeah, so let's see. So just keep in mind, no digital streaming, no digital unlock. Um, if you yourself want to change up to the completion pack, that's probably your best money saving bet. Um, Start now teasing the crap out of it. Like maybe you'll throw in one like Autumn's like summit workout and like record some things of doing that. Obviously, you're not going to have equipment, but you can like show some other things and maybe the video in the background or something. Um, Same thing with like the before and afters, the actual like teaser video where she's like kicking the scale, all sorts of things like that. Start putting up polls like, would you be interested in a sneak peek? Like, drop your email, blah, blah, blah. I have on Facebook like a sneak peek group that I used for everybody when Transform 20 launched. And then we used it for MM100. Hasn't been used since then, but I think some of you have already seen, like I'm flipping the stuff to 9-week Control Freak. So I'm going to put a lot of stuff in there. And like when I put up the Vimeo link on Facebook, I'm going to attach the group link. You guys are welcome to use it or, whatever you want to do for yourself. You guys know, like I'm whatever you need. So yeah, so I think that was, one thing last. One last thing, one thing last. They are doing, so I mean, Brian's not going to do this with me, let's be real. Has he ever done anything? But a lot of people were saying their spouse is going to do this with them. Actually, Jen said Mike's going to do it with her. So if you buy let me get the exact details here. If you buy one of the packages, you're going to get I have the graphic. I just want to make sure I give you guys the right info. They're basically giving you a 40% discount on extra equipment. So on an extra track and an extra core ball. Where is this thing? Just want to make sure I tell you the right stuff, not because I've been known to do that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if anybody purchases a challenge pack or accessories bundle and a completion pack, I guess, you will get an additional 40% off another core track and core ball. The discount will automatically be applied when you add them to your cart. And then remember, like I said, if they need a step, that'll be 15% off and free shipping. I don't usually ever come across husband-wife duos doing it together, but I guess there are a lot of people out there who do, which is great. All right, so do you guys have any questions or anything you want to say or things like that.
Do we really feel confident that like, because I've had a lot of issues personally with my stuff. Like my stuff went to my grandparents' house that we no longer own, that I haven't had stuff shipped to in years.
Yeah.
My 30-day breakaway thing. Luckily, I lived in that neighborhood my entire life, and the person reached out to a neighbor who reached out to me. But like, I'm like, how is this even happening? Like,
I
I
know
don't.
Bryce's Daily Sunshine goes to our old house, even though I've changed the address 3 times and called every month. They send me a picture of the green box. They're like, "You want it?" Yeah.
I know. It's actually never happened to me before. So this was a
Oh,
first for me. So it was weird. And maybe because of the timing, maybe it has to do with the system issues they were having. But I just like, it's, I had a coach sign up at the beginning of October who still has not received her challenge pack. And it was a deluxe challenge pack. So it's like, it's getting discouraging. You know
still
what I
doesn't
mean?
right now.
Huh?
Still doesn't right now. Does she
Mm-mm.
have a shipping tracking thing?
She didn't as of the last time I checked.
Okay.
It was still showing.
Can you text, because I have access to like a VIP coach relations now where I can literally like message them back and forth on Facebook. Can you send me her coach ID and her name,
Yeah,
and maybe the
let me
order?
double check because I didn't check it today. So maybe it shipped today, but even still, it's like,
Yeah,
it's a
no, I
really
know.
long time.
No, I agree. And I know you're not the only one.
Oh, I'm sure I'm not.
Oh no, I don't mean it like that. I
Oh
mean like,
yeah, yeah,
I don't know why this is such a big thing right now. Like it's insane.
yeah, and it's
Is what I
just,
mean. That's all.
oh no, I know, I understand. I just, it is, it's making it discouraging to like want to bring people in because you're like it makes me look bad,
Yeah.
like, but let me,
So I will say I had an idea that I'm gonna do, and this is something that you guys can think about if you want to do. But if you do, I'd hop on it quick. I'm gonna order an extra box of Energize sticks and an extra box of Hydrate, or the Hydrate packets. They're only 10, but they're like, I don't know what, $12. And then I think a thing of beach bars. And what I am going to do is anybody who buys a challenge pack or a completion pack, like new coaches, new customers, I am going to send like a little thing, like one or like 2 or 3, something there. Not really as like I'm going to send it like when they, at the end of the week when everybody for that week, all the purchases I've had, I'm going to send them. Not sending them like, hey, here's a little like fun thing to like compensate for if shipping's messed up.
yeah.
But I just want to like kind of do an extra thing for them. So if something does happen, it might lessen the blow a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like a
That's,
thank you for, joining my
yeah.
team.
I know a lot of coaches
Let's
like
get
do that.
started.
It's not something that I do all the time.
Right.
But and so my point is like, I'm gonna order that like tomorrow because just wanted to get here. Otherwise, I usually have like stock on stock on stock of everything, and I'm out of Shakeology. Like
Wow.
I'm
Still?
out.
You were out
Yeah,
last week, weren't you?
I have been out for 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
I have used every single packet. There was one packet left at my dad's beach house when we were there. I like used that. I tried Brian's. So here's the thing. Brian decided that he wanted to get back into Shakeology right when like it was time to order breakaway. So I was like, okay, like I'll get you like your strawberry whey. That's what he loves. And that's all we had. And then so I changed the next order to vanilla vegan for the next month, and it has not come yet. So I tried to have the whey, and literally one shake, 4 hours later, like cramps, aching, all the things. And I was like, Jesus, this is crazy. So I know basically I'm out, and I'm like literally so close to being out of Recover and Energize. So yeah, I'm just going to order more. So if you guys like have the ability to order like extra of something, I might like suggest considering that for this week, especially if you're going to really try to like launch this thing.
And I would say too, if anybody would like to purchase some because you're worried, because maybe you don't want to buy a whole bunch, but like I actually have like a lot of Recover packets and a lot of Shakeology packets because I kept Chris on auto ship for things and I shouldn't have, and I have a lot. And I'm not signing enough coaches to get rid of it fast enough, and I don't want it to expire, so I just throw it away. So if anybody needs anything.
You're throwing it away?
If it expires, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, then.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't want it to expire, so
yeah.
I need to,
I mean, if you want to like see what you have and write it up in like a post in the team page, like what you have to like give, that would be fine to give.
Yeah.
I'm sure like people I'll hop on something.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to do that, but that might be helpful.
Yeah, I'll have to take inventory and see what I have, but I know I have like a plethora of Recover, which is ridiculous because I like to be sore, so I don't even use Recover enough. So
yeah,
I don't know why I have
you
so
like
much.
To be sore?
I love it. I love it. I know
I do like waking up feeling sore, but like I'm waking up feeling sore even with Recover. So I'm just like, how do you guys do this?
But my thing too is like, it doesn't discourage me not to work out. Do you know what I mean? Like if it discouraged me, then I would drink it because it would lessen the blow. But like, I actually always know that I feel better after I work out if I'm sore.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just crazy. I love Recover. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm because I have so much, like I actually mixed it in my shake today because I was like, I need to use this. I paid for it.
Too. Something else, but I forget. I don't know. I forget. Any questions or anything? Are you guys excited for it? Do you guys like, are you gonna like do it? Yeah. Okay.
The only thing I'm not excited about is seeing Autumn's boobs 5 days a week. But her energy is always good. So
yeah, just look here up.
Right.
look at the track. Look at the ball. Oh, look at Tanya next to her.
Yeah.
Tanya's pretty. Normal.
Just like my boobs are all over the place when I work out, and then hers are just, always right there. I'm like, ugh.
She paid a lot of money for that look.
I'm sure she did.
Right.
Those boobs didn't come free.
But it seems fun. Especially because we get to use the step.
I know.
We get to reincorporate the step, which is always very painful for my legs, but I'm here for it.
Oh, so just a thought too. I'm not sure if I'm sticking with it, but I'm doing Transform 20 this week because I wanted to like show off the step.
Their step.
Yeah. So even if you like I said, you toss in like one on the weekend and like take a couple of videos and use it throughout the week or something. Just thinking of like little things of like how I can tease it and get people like, more interested. Rather than it just being like your everyday like dumbbell lifting. And then I've just been talking a lot about nutrition. Like obviously show my workouts, but like I'm kind of trying to just heavily focus on nutrition and mindset, like on anything that I share. I just think it like just makes people feel like if they're drawn in, they're going to be more apt to like listen to me there when my focus is like nutrition. Carrie Briscoe had like a good post, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago. I was trying to find it and I couldn't, but she was saying how her program is Ultimate Portion Fix and her workouts are complementing that. Whereas like most people think workouts and you're like using the nutrition as a compliment. But I liked that idea, how that was her program. So if you guys have any, like I said to Jody, like any of you guys, and even people watching the recording, have any issues with like any of your customers, any of your coaches, yourself, anything like that, like message me on Facebook and like let me know what it is, and I can reach out to this like escalation team and get more answers. And it doesn't like, it can be all your guys' stuff too. Anybody in my downline I can ask about. So like Carrie has a success starter that's supposed to be in Shanti's thing when it starts, when they're filming it live, and like she hasn't gotten her email yet. So I messaged and I was like, here's her name, here's what, not my coach, and they just gave me all the stuff that I needed to know. So whatever you need to know. If you
I
have
haven't gotten my diamond tank yet either.
I actually just this past week got my 4-star.
Yeah.
So that would have been before
Yeah.
you went down. Yeah. Did you get the thing to fill out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I filled that thing out right away.
I know.
Hot off the presses. The second it hit my email, it was like filled out and sent. I was like, give me that t-shirt.
Agreed.
But yeah, and I know that kind of stuff they've always been a little slower with anyway, like the promotional stuff. So I'm not stressing. I just happened to have other issues at the same time. So when I was talking to the rep, I had like hot fingers. I was like, excuse me, sir.
Well, so for your shirt, you can email the recognition team.
Yeah.
So, and then they're really quick to get back by email.
Yeah. I'll give it another week or so. And if it gets to be like December and I still don't have it, I will start being more concerned.
Like nothing else is happening in December. They should definitely like help out then. I'm kidding.
So I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Help me figure out a way to bridge the gap between now and 9-week Control Freak, because we want to sign people up now for November. So I don't want to put too many things out there in the universe for Control Freak because it's not available yet. So how do I go about signing up today's people and kind of ignoring Control Freak? Like I'm just not sure.
Like what's a happy medium?
Yes.
Right. So like I said, I have 2 people that told me they wanted to buy next month. And so that's fine. They're on my list. And so first, our mindset, like we have to have an abundance mindset. We cannot think like there's nobody out there, or if this person doesn't sign up, we're not going to get what we need for this month. We have to think like, no, there's plenty of people. I mean, if like all of the network, or like if half the network was saying, all the working coaches were saying like their like businesses have like dropped, then I would think we would like really need to take a step back and think like, wow, like people really can't like do this, or they don't want to do this. But so many people, so many rank advances this year, so many Success Club, like, highest level, all of that. So we have people. So here's what I would say about bridging the gap. Number one, I am focusing on having a group on the day after Thanksgiving. So I am talking about that to anybody that I invite right now, all the way probably up to probably mid next week is what I'm going to like do, and like hoping that I hit Success Club by then. And what I'm going to say is, if anybody asks about Control Freak in those conversations, I'm going to say, you're going to get a 30% off discount next month on your 9-week bundle. And I'm going to tell them that. So honestly, like it's cheaper if they get a 140 pack this month and then get a 30% off next month, then they're going to be saving money anyway if they waited for the entire pack, since it's over 200. So I'm doing that. I'm making sure they know that they're going to get the 30% off if they ask. And I am talking about the 9-week Control Freak as my New Year's group, my 2021, like the first group I'm hosting for clients in 2021. So I haven't really said anything about the dates
Right.
And that like when it comes out, I'm gonna like do that behind the scenes, but I'm talking about it. And when I do sneak peek stuff, I mean, except for the Facebook group, that's different. But like publicly stories, posts, it's gonna be like this is gonna be my New Year's group thing. So that's just is that the police radio?
Sorry. No, it's an Amber Alert.
Oh no.
It's fine. We had one yesterday too.
Oh, that's
But
not
it goes
fine.
off on all devices. So
Oh my gosh. Okay.
people going crazy in Illinois.
I thought it was like his police radio or something. I was like, what is
No.
it?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So I don't know. Those are just like how I've been, just a couple things how I've been thinking of it. But I'm sure like, I mean, I don't have all the ideas, so I wouldn't overthink it and like have it give you analysis paralysis.
Right.
I would just do what feels right for you. Like I don't think you know, having someone start now is doing them a disservice at all.
No, right.
Um,
Because if they start now, I mean, they can start on the nutrition and go all in with that, which
and
is a
anyone.
huge factor.
So the other thing that I was going to say was, and then I'll wrap it up. Sorry, guys. Speaking to that, what you're exactly saying is, I hope you're under me and what everybody's looking at, because I'm like, Jamie, right here. Like, you know, the Brady squares, I can't figure it out. Since we can't start on the 7th, and since I'm not then going to start like the week of Christmas, I am going to have people I'm going to advise people to like either do 21-day fix or extreme. And then Autumn does have a calendar somewhere. I'm going to find it. She has a calendar of all like a 30-day prep calendar. So that's what your people could do. All of those workouts are on BOD. It's like a little obsessed, hammer and chisel, like extreme, like all the things. So that's kind of what I'm like guiding people to anyway, to kind of get them like into the autumn groove without necessarily saying like, hey, we're going to roll you into 9-week. Obviously, like they have to be ready for it. But the people who are like, that's where I'm going to like kind of advise them to go until we do Control Freak. But then also remember, like, you might have people who like that's not for them. Like they can't, they need bar, or, if anybody wants to run, like you can run, or, some people might like really like Transform 20 right now because it's only 20 minutes. Or for instance, like lift 4 days a week. Like I'm just trying to think of different things that, like how I can really like make things specific for that person. So I'm like really asking them like, what kind of time commitment do you want to carve out every week to work out? What do you prefer to do workout wise? What's your exercise level, like your physical capabilities, or do you have any limitations? And then I'm not trying to get them to do what I'm doing. I'm really trying to figure out what's going to fit into like their week and their lifestyle. And I feel like that's been working better for me than just saying I'm running like a 21-day fix group and we're all doing that. So yeah, I don't know if that was helpful or not, but just like looking at the chat. All right, girls. Well, if nobody has any more questions, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. I'm glad you guys all got on. Thank you. I was excited to talk about this and get everybody going. So
Thanks for all the details. The insider scoop, Miss 5-star.
well, I think they're gonna put it on the champs page this week. I don't know.
Well, we have a leg up if we start talking to people about it. So
Yeah. I'll try to get some like snapshots and post them in the page too. But don't forget, it's all in the Grow My Business tab, the orange one in your online office. And so if you don't do anything else, I would print out the 3-step launch and the tracker, like of the packet for the names in the packages. And don't forget to get their emails. Nothing worse than getting to like launch day and you're like, oh God, I don't even have their email to enter first. I can't even make up that they want vegan barista packs. Like, can't even just decide for them. So okay. All right, ladies. Well, thanks for hopping on. It was great to see y'all.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
friends.